If I said to you, Ja Morant wants to sit down and talk, what would you talk to Ja Morant about right now? And nobody's
I
going to
would.
hear you. This isn't on camera. This is you, and you're going to give him advice. What would you say to him?
Uh, I want you to look at your inner circle, and I want you to write a list down of all your boys, all your homies, right? And I want to look at them all, and I want you to burn it up right now. You've got a clean house, young man. And look, the people that he has surrounded himself with, and some of this could be family involved as well. You've got to look at the whole picture, my friend, and what you have and what you can achieve, and right now what's being taken away from you. Which life do you want to live?
But, Reg, you played with guys who you probably had conversations with that they were doing stupid things. And that didn't mean they stopped doing stupid things.
And look at them now. There's cautionary tales all throughout this league. There really is. You know, I can give you a handful of guys that I've played with or you've seen on other teams that have gone down this route. Where are they today? Ja Morant, before all this, was being painted as one of the faces of the new league, of these new up-and-coming young players. And now he's being vilified to his own doing. You're right? This is not us catching him doing something. This is him doing it on his own phone. He's self-induced all this.
Yeah. And it felt like the commissioner that this hurt him personally.
Yeah. Because you know what? We had a face-to-face.
Yeah.
We sat down and we locked eyes. And I felt that we were on the same page because the commissioner only wants success for the Memphis Grizzlies and Ja. And he felt the words coming out of Ja's mouth, and he believed them. And the old phrase, bamboozle, hoodwink, led astray. That's how the commissioner feels, and he feels embarrassed. That's why it'll probably be a heavy suspension coming the start of next season.
But could you imagine David Stern's approach as opposed to Adam Silver?
He's lucky David Stern isn't a hold of this. He's so lucky David Stern is not at the helm of this. He would have been given the Ron Artest. He would have been gone. He would have been given the Ron Artest treatment, which was unfair and unjust. Let me just say that for the brawl. But he would have been given that type of treatment.
Yeah, I always thought Ron, like, maybe I misread his personality, but Ron Artest seemed like he was a kid, like he was fun. And what happened in Detroit, like just that moment set him off. But you were there with him all the time. Like, how would you describe his personality?
He would have his moments where he would come in and out. But I felt I could always rein him in at times and showed him and told him the big picture of things about winning. And once he could focus in on just winning as opposed to, I'm not getting this, and I, and I could get him to focus on the we, he understood that. And I'm glad he turned things around and he got a chance with the Lakers to win a championship. And I hope some of those lessons that in those conversations we had in the locker room, on the plane rides, the bus ride, I think he understood the emphasis on we as opposed to the I.
And these kids come in, you know, John thinks he knows everything at 23. Like, he's not going to listen to you. He'd be like, yeah, whatever, you know? You're an old guy, man. I got to do what I got to do, man.
That's why old heads are so important on championship teams. Al Horford, that's why his presence is needed for the Celtics. Haslam, that's why his presence is valuable for the Miami Heat. DeAndre Jordan for Denver, and LeBron for the Lakers. You've got to have old heads, guys that have seen and done, smelt, touched everything.